recognized symbol of excellence in sports entertainment.
And welcome to WCW Saturday Night. We begin things tonight with Nikita Koloff, the US Heavyweight Champion, taking on Big Vinny Vegas. You'll notice that members of the Diamond Mine are not at ringside. We have heard some rumors of some internal issues between the Diamond Mine and Vinny Vegas on his own. And that will only favor Nikita Koloff, of course, the veteran here, the US Heavyweight Champion. But he ducks from no challenger. And Vinny Vegas now on the outside working over Nikita Koloff. The WCW World Tag Team Championship will be on the line later this evening. As the champions, the Hollywood Blondes, of course, they are part of the Awakening with Dustin Rhodes. They will be defending the WCW's World Tag Team Championship against Marcus Alexander Bagwell and Too Cold Scorpio. Cactus Jack will be in action, as well as the World Heavyweight Champion Sting. So a full card loaded for you here tonight. We thank you for joining us on the Gotmark76 YouTube channel. And Nikita now working over the leg of Big Vinny Vegas, a smart move on the part of the veteran. If Vinny Vegas can't walk, he can't attack. And a big clothesline takes down Vinny Vegas. And Nikita Koloff back in control. An overhead belly-to-belly suplex takes over Vinny Vegas. The big right hand, Nikita drops an elbow. And Nikita Koloff looks like a man determined. He is fired up. And he has, oh, look at that, 300 plus pounds in the Gorilla Press Slam. Down went Vinny Vegas. But Vegas now using his size to his advantage. And choking Nikita in the corner, has a count of 5 and does break it up. Vegas now, sidewalk slam, down goes Nikita. He has put many wrestlers away with that maneuver, but does not go for the pinfall here. This is a non-title matchup. If Vinny Vegas wins, you can only assume he would get a future US title match. But Nikita literally using his head to get out of that maneuver. The big Russian sickle takes down Vinny Vegas. Nikita Koloff nailed the Russian sickle out of nowhere. And 3-year winner, the Russian Nightmare, Nikita Koloff. Well, that move came out of nowhere. Here are some highlights from earlier in the contest. There, that Russian sickle came out of nowhere. And that was enough to put away Big Vinny Vegas, your winner, the United States Heavyweight Champion, Nikita Koloff. Fans, don't go away. We have much more WCW Saturday Night to come. Cactus Jack is in action next. And welcome back as Cactus Jack in action against Dirty Dutch Mantel. Scoop slam by Cactus. Cactus tried to get his hands on Jake the Snake Roberts last week, but Roberts slithered away. And then told Cactus that he will choose his time when he makes his appearance with Cactus again. You can only imagine Cactus Jack growing impatient. He wants to get his hands on Jake the Snake. And speaking of Jake the Snake Roberts. There he is in the aisleway. Roberts wearing street clothes. He's coming to the ring. And Cactus was mesmerized. Cactus didn't attack him. Instead, he gets planted with a DDT. And he's going to win this match by disqualification, but Cactus was mesmerized. I don't know how else to put it. Cactus, he let Jake DDT him. Fans, we have much more after this quick timeout. And welcome back to Saturday night, the WCW World Tag Team Championship on the line. I am still in shock at what we just saw. For weeks, Cactus Jack wanted to get his hands on Jake the Snake Roberts. Roberts tries to interfere in Cactus Jack's match, and then Cactus, it was almost like it was shell-shocked. He couldn't move. He just allowed Jake the Snake Roberts to DDT him. I'll tell you what, there might be much more to the story than we can even decipher. I'm going to try and get an interview with Cactus Jack next week. But we have a big announcement to make at the conclusion of this match regarding the 2K22 Season 1 finale. Of course, the recent news of WWE 2K22 being released on March 11th, or in my case, March 8th. I'm buying the pre-order. And we are going to try to bring you the 2K22 video game in early April. That'll give me a chance to get some of my creations made, some downloads, some created wrestlers that fit the Gotmark76 YouTube channel. Of course, we like to do all eras, the 80s, the 90s. I'd like to say we like to do all eras of the world of wrestling entertainment, but that's not true. We're probably going to bring you a little bit of AEW as well coming your way in part 2. So we're going to bring you some 80s, some 90s, maybe even some Attitude Era 90s and early 2000s, and then we're going to skip right to current day AEW with a couple matches, so we're still kind of coming up with a concept. But we are creating season finales for each show, and this season finale for WCW Saturday Night will be 3/29. That's March 29th. We'll have that announcement at the conclusion of this match, a rundown of some of the matches that you will see as Marcus Bagwell working over Stunning Steve Austin. And I don't understand all this, but this is what happens when you have the computer play, the PS4 play, as Bagwell going to work on his chest with a series of push-ups using Stunning Steve as his mat, and Stunning Steve had enough of that, and a high knee lift takes down Marcus Bagwell, and Stunning Steve now back in control, as it should, I mean, as it could have been. I don't want my dislike of Marcus Alexander Bagwell to come out here. I try to play neutral here, but maybe Mrs. Bagwell can be on the pole, and this title match could, never mind. That was a Vince Russo idea. Stunning Steve stomping away now. And Bagwell getting out of that maneuver. He needs to make a tag, get Scorpio back in this ring. And speaking of making a tag, Stunning Steve has been in there. And he needs to tag out to Flying Brian. As you can see, the Natural Dustin Rhodes in the corner of the Hollywood Blondes. They are collectively known as the Awakening. And the DDT by Bagwell. Could we have new WCW Tag Team Champions? Bagwell setting up Stunning Steve. What's he have in store here? Sidewalk Slam! Down goes Austin. Bagwell dragging Austin to the center of the ring. Is he going to go for the cover? And he does. He hooks a leg. Will we have new Tag Team Champions? 1, 2, and broken up by Flying Brian. Just in the nick of time. And a slam by Scorpio takes down Flying Brian. As Bagwell celebrates to the fans. They haven't won anything yet, but the momentum on their side. And now with DDT on Flying Brian. Bagwell, a house of fire, clearing the ring with the Hollywood Blondes. And all the momentum on the side of the youngsters, Bagwell and Scorpio. Oh, but Austin with a knee lift takes down Bagwell again. He can't make a tag now as Flying Brian's on the outside recovering. And an inside cradle by Austin has Bagwell pinned. 1, 2, and a kick out of 2 by Bagwell. With a clothesline by Austin. Another clothesline by Austin. Off the ropes, leaps, another clothesline takes down Bagwell. And Stunning Steve back in control. But Bagwell sweeps the leg. Austin back to his feet. And now Bagwell throws Austin into his turnbuckle, runs forearm, in the corner. And now Bagwell with an underhook DDT! Down goes Austin! Does not go for the cover, or we may have had new World Tag Team Champions there. Instead, throwing Austin into his corner again, into forearm in the corner again. Bagwell not tagging to Scorpio. Instead, he wants to do all the work himself. He's climbing the top rope. What does Bagwell have in store here? He's allowing Austin to get back to his feet. Bagwell leaps, and a beautiful blockbuster off the top rope. That's going to be it. We're going to have new WCW Tag Team Champions. Hooks the leg. Referee in position. 1, 2, and broken up again by Flying Brian. Just in the nick of time. What does Bagwell have to do to put away Stunning Steve? What does Stunning Steve have to do to put away Bagwell? I mean, the Hollywood Blondes may be having the WCW Tag Team Championship slip from their grasp. Austin now has Bagwell, sets up, and here it comes! The hot shot! Down goes Bagwell! Austin hooks the leg! Referee counts 1, and broken up by Scorpio! Austin now letting Bagwell back to his feet. Big right hand, and here it goes, the Cobra Clutch! Locked in! The center of the ring! Can Bagwell escape? He cannot! Your winners, and still WCW World Tag Team Champions, the Hollywood Blondes. Wow, what a match! I thought they were going to lose the World Tag Team Championship there. But that wasn't to be. Here are some highlights from earlier in the contest, and it could have been over on several occasions if it wasn't for Flying Brian saving the day on multiple occasions. But your winners, they persevered, and they got through this match. Don't ask me how, but they did. The Hollywood, look at that blockbuster off the top rope there. Nailed Stunning Steve. And the hot shot nailed Bagwell, and that set up the Cobra Clutch. Fans, we have much more action coming your way, including the World Heavyweight Champion Sting, but first, let's take you to a very special announcement regarding the season finale of the 2K22 Part 1 season.
Hello, and welcome to WCW Magazine. I'm your host Eric Bischoff. The Gotmark76 2K22 Season Part 1 is winding down, and I'm here to announce that the Part 1 season finale will take place on Saturday, March 26th. An event of this magnitude can only be labeled as WCW Super Saturday Night. 3 huge matches have already been signed, including an NWA World Title rematch from Super Brawl when the All-American Ron Simmons challenges Ravishing Rick Rude for the NWA World Title. Also on WCW Super Saturday Night, Barry Windham will finally get his hands on Dustin Rhodes. There will be nowhere to run and nowhere to hide, as this match will take place inside of a steel cage. We will also see the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith in action when he takes on Big Sid Vicious. It's the Gotmark76 Part 1 season finale, Saturday night, March 26th. Make sure to stay tuned for upcoming announcements from Gotmark76 regarding 2K22 Part 2, Electric Boogaloo.
And welcome back as the World Heavyweight Champion Sting in action. He is taking on Buddy Lee Parker. And the new World Heavyweight Champion Sting, of course, has a new list of top contenders to that WCW World title. I would imagine, in no particular order, they would be Rick Rude, Sid Vicious, and Big Van Vader. I think Ricky Steamboat and Nikita Koloff are somewhere on that list as well. But ever since Sting won the world title back at Super Brawl, we haven't seen or heard from the Total Package Lex Luger. But we've seen and heard from Big Sid Vicious and Big Van Vader. So maybe Harley Race wants one of those gentlemen to challenge for the world title instead of having the former champ challenge for the world title. As Sting with a front facelock has Buddy Lee Parker up. Look at the show of strength on the part of the World Heavyweight Champion Sting as he has Sergeant Buddy Lee Parker down for a suplex. He flexed the entire time. And Sting now in control. Moves out of the way of a charging Buddy Lee Parker. Throws him into the turnbuckle. Runs, charges, Stinger Splash in the corner. We know what's coming up next. Sting now setting up Buddy Lee Parker. And here comes the Scorpion Deathlock. He turns it over and it's locked in. Sting has it locked in. And Buddy Lee Parker has nowhere to go. And Buddy Lee Parker taps. And your winner, the WCW World Heavyweight Champion Sting. Here are some highlights. Well, there's the highlight. The Scorpion Deathlock locked in Sergeant Buddy Lee Parker. And he could not escape. He was forced to tap out. And your winner, the WCW World Heavyweight Champion Sting. Fans, we thank you so much for joining us here on WCW Saturday Night. And wait a second. It's not over yet. Vader making his way to the ring. Sting didn't see him. And Vader going to attack Sting. Vader with an uppercut. Runs, charges, and takes down Sting. We need to get some decorum here. Vader making his presence felt against the World Heavyweight Champion Sting, but Sting trying to fight back. They're exchanging chops. They're exchanging blows. Sting has Vader, throws him across the ring. And the DDT blocked by Vader into an arm plant of his own. Big Van Vader making his presence felt. Is he the new #1 contender to the world title? Choke slam, down goes Sting. Fans, thank you for tuning in. Big Van Vader has made his presence felt. We'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.